Hello everybody and welcome to this 10-minute tune-up. My name is Katie, co-founder of Unfold, and today we're going to focus on slouching. This is a complaint that we get a lot from our members and from the people that we work with. It's, oh, how do I stop from slouching? How do I get my body out of this shoulder forward slouched position? So today we're going to explore two different positions with the arms in a couple of different postures that will help you to not only open up the front part of the chest, but will also strengthen the back of the body. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to move my chair back and we'll begin. I'm going to start sitting right at the edge of your chair, so you've got some space behind you. And just begin by grounding the feet, rock the hips from side to side. Make sure you've got some nice posture here. Take a big breath in through your nose and let it out of the mouth. And do that again. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, now I'd like for you to really intentionally slouch. So take those shoulders, just kind of round them forward. Maybe let the head jut forward a little bit. And just take a moment here and take two more of those big deep breaths and kind of observe what that feels like. It might feel a little harder to take a deep breath. The breath might feel a little shallower. Okay, so let's roll those shoulders back and down. Relax the arms, and let's just start with some big backward shoulder rolls. So just this simple shoulder roll will help you to open up the front part of the chest, get the shoulders moving back where they belong instead of rounded forward. Good. Now from here, you're going to take those arms and bring them into like a cactus shape or goalpost arms and really spread the fingers out wide, lift up tall through the spine, and breathe. So right away, get a little broadening through the chest. Keep your elbows in line with the shoulders. Try not to drop them. And without letting your head jut forward, I'll show you this from the side, push your forearms back. So my head isn't moving forward, but my forearms are moving back, even if it's just a little bit. And then you'll start to feel those upper back muscles really contract. Let's do two more breaths here. So this is the first arm position that we're going to explore in a couple of different postures. We'll call this our cactus arms, all right? And then the second one can release and interlace the hands behind the back, all right? So you can either bring your hands right into the small of your back or just interlace your fingers like this. You should have enough space between your back of your chair and your spine to do this. And we're going to repeat those shoulder rolls. Okay, so we call this our seated locust pose or our standing locust pose, which we'll do standing in a moment. But these little backward shoulders with your arms in this position can really be a lifesaver if you find yourself slouching. Okay, and then we'll pause with those shoulders rolling back and down. So I'll show you this from the side again, rolling the shoulders back and down, and you can start to straighten your arms any amount, even if it's just a little. And be mindful here not to jut the head forward. Remember, the head stays right in line with our spine. We're working on moving the shoulders back. Let's do two more breaths here. Good. And then release. Give your wrists a little shake. Okay, come on up to stand. Now we're going to do those same two arm positions in a lunge. All right, so you can use the back of your chair for support. You can bring your hands onto your table or your desk, whatever your workspace is like. We're going to take a big step back with the right foot, and this is our high lunge. So I'm on the ball mound of the back toe. Back leg is relatively straight. Front leg is bent. The chest is lifted. And breathe. Okay, now let's explore those same positions with the arms. Cactus shape. Remember, don't let your head jut forward. Keep the head in line with the spine and just pulse the forearms back, the elbows back. Keep your elbows as high as your shoulders and breathe. Get some good work in the front of the hip too, which is also very tight usually as a result of sitting. All right, then we're going to do that second one. So either place your hands in the small of your back or interlace them just like you did when you were sitting. Roll your shoulders back and down, lift your chest up and breathe. Shoulders move back, head stays where it is. If you want to challenge the balance here, a fun thing is to kind of take your gaze up towards the ceiling, shift your perspective a little bit. We'll stay here for 2 or 3 more breaths. Good. Okay, release your hands onto your surface and step forward, and let's do the other side. Big step back with that left foot. I'm back in my high lunge shape here. Chest is lifted. We'll start with the cactus arms. Keep your head where it is. Keep your elbows as high as your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Press the forearms back and breathe. So the idea is you're squeezing those shoulder blades together and also trying to slide them down a little bit. So my upper back muscles are starting to feel a little bit fatigued. And that's a good thing. We're turning on those back muscles to undo our slouching. All right, and then bring the hands into the small of the back or interlace your hands behind your back. Keep lifting up through your chest. Roll your shoulders back and down, belly strong. Lift your gaze up a little bit and breathe. Good. Okay, let's release and step forward. Okay, give your arms a little bit of a shake, shoulders a little bit of a shimmy. Rock from side to side a little bit. Okay, take a slightly wider stance than your hips, dial your toes out a little bit, and we'll bend the knees into an easy goddess pose. Same 2 arm positions. Okay, here we go. Arms out, spread the fingers wide, push your forearms and your elbows back. Keep your head where it is. Try not to let the elbows drop down. We're keeping them at shoulder height. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, keep the legs the same. Reach those hands back. Either bring them into the small of your back or interlace them behind your back. I'll show you from the side. Shoulders roll back and down. Try not to let your head jut forward. Head stays where it is. Shoulders move back. And then maybe start to lift those arms a little bit. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, straighten your legs. Release your hands. Give your shoulders a little shimmy. Give your arms a little bit of a shake. All right, feet are right underneath the hips. Take a big breath in with the arms, and then just let it go. We're gonna fold forward, let the head release, and just kind of let your arms dangle. I like to give my arms another little bit of a shake. You might feel some nice stretchy sensations through the upper back here. Okay, and now just pause here for a minute. Totally let your head go. Relax the neck. Just let it hang. Okay, now 1 vertebra at a time, we're going to roll up. Take your time, no rush. Providing a little balance to all that engagement through the upper back. Okay, let's bring the feet right underneath the hips. Open up the palms, stand tall, close your eyes. Let's take 5 breaths together in mountain pose. And just sense a nice opening through the chest. See if it feels a little easier to keep the shoulders back and the chest lifted. It might feel a little easier also to let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Maybe the neck feels a little looser. Just take 3 more breaths in mountain pose, standing tall. No slouching. Good. All right, and slowly open up your eyes. Good. All right, everybody, that concludes this 10-minute tune-up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel a little taller, a little more open, a little less slouchy. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next time.